Good evening, everybody. How you doing? And it's Halloween. No. Season. Happy Easter. It's Paddy here, and we Judd, and we have a plethora of fantastic fellas for you to chat with tonight, to ask questions with. This is going to be a really relaxed show. It's just the one before Christmas, and we've had a lovely year together.
We have.
Really is. I think I actually do love him now.
My heart is yours, Stephen. You know that. I mean, and it always.
So we've had an absolutely fantastic year doing this, and having him as the team has just been fantastic. So a big thank you to Judd from me. He has enhanced my podcast,
and a big thank you from me for him for exposing me to you lot. Yes, thank you. And speaking of you lot. The word that Stephen used earlier on was plethora, which the Oxford English Dictionary defines as a bunch of idiots who have joined us for this show. Okay? we have Randy, all the way from, Randy, is it Flagstaff?
Flagstaff, Arizona.
Flagstaff, Arizona. On behalf of Randy's WSG, we also have Sean from GhostMaloneEDC in Iowa, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember it right.
Yep, Iowa.
We have press the hell out of me.
I know, but wait until you get to Gunslinger Cal, because I know because we've never met Cal before.
He's from the forest.
Mikey, of course, comes from across the Shuck, the wee Shuck in the
England.
Yeah, no, we don't like to talk about that too much. And of course, we have Gunslinger Cal, first time on the show. So Cal, very, very welcome to it. And where are you coming from, actually?
I'm coming from Texas, over here in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Fantastic. So we've got a full representation from the States, and we've got the three of us from the UK. And I'd give it 10 minutes and then it'll all kick off, kids. So we could have the War of Independence all over again.
Yeah. Why do you pick a war we lost?
Every time we fought the States, we've lost, Stephen.
It's the only one they've won.
It's the only one they needed to win. And it's already kicked off. Mikey hasn't it? Mikey's already got his head in his hand.
Well, look, let's just go around everybody and introduce yourselves and your channel and what you do on your channel. What's your thing? So we'll start with Randy and we'll just go around clockwise.
Absolutely.
Well, now I got to from here. No.
Yeah, don't wreck that Christmas gear you really took time to put on.
A couple hours. WSG and. I started off as prepping and medical gear, but lately I've been doing not just slip joint stuff, but all sorts of knives. I try and do kind of quick reviews, just random stuff.
Absolutely, and Randy, it has to be said that you're probably one of the favorite shows because you do quick reviews as opposed to rattling on for endless range of time.
I put Paddy's videos on double speed, though.
You heard it here, folks. Here, this is how you survive Paddy's potato peelers. Randy, very much indeed. Sean,
Hey, how's it going? Sean from GhostMaloneEDC. My channel's kind of spotty here and there. I post a video probably once a month, but most of my stuff is on the ASK, American Service Knife. I'm kind of trying to branch out into some other things and not just do stuff on this because not everybody wants to see that all the time. So, yeah, it is what it is, but we'll see how my channel goes this year.
Sean, I watched your video this week that you put up this week, and I'll have to say that was fantastic. You are a natural. I think just let yourself be who you are, show what you've got, and just talk about it. Don't worry about what it is. This fixation on you've got to have what other people want is the biggest lot of baloney.
Yeah, see, I'm not into that at all.
Yeah,
it took me years to find out that I didn't have to buy what everybody wanted. I was quite happy doing my Ganzos and whatever, and then it progresses over time. I mean, your collection is fabulous.
Yeah,
so
it's small, but it's good.
What do you see as subs go flying up because your video was really good.
Excellent. And the other thing is, I have to act as moderator as usual on the show because Stephen, as you may have heard, just received his ask in the post on Tuesday or yesterday, actually wasn't it?
Tuesday. I think.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday. Because I've slept with it, walked with it, done everything with
And
it.
it is highly possible that Stephen and Sean hijacked the whole proceedings just to talk about the American service knife. So I mean, we're not having that. I'm afraid it's not on. In spite, I quite like it as well. So Sean, thanks very much for the introduction. Cal, you ready? Cal, you're getting all kinds of light and everything going on there.
You missed me.
Mikey's coming in at the last one,
All
saving
right.
the best to last. Sorry, Cal. No offense.
No, it's all right. So I'm Kaylin. I'm with Gunslinger Cal. I review knives. So far, mainly case knives and fighting rooster knives. But I've branched out into making pocket knives, and I've had to repair some pocket knives now that I have broken them. So I'm into that as well. Here's one I've made.
That is just beautiful, isn't that?
Nice.
Look at that clip.
That is gorgeous. It's the orange though on the bone. That's lovely.
It's really nice. Are you going to start to sell them?
Yeah. Once I honed my craft, that was the goal. But had some minor setbacks, but back at it again. And this is a Beretta knife that Zen Ali had sent me, and I accidentally messed up the handles, and they came off in the kitchen sink.
The dishwasher.
Yeah, well, I was washing it off in the kitchen sink, and so I'm going back with some Micarta handles now, and I've got to take it to the sander now and work them down.
Does Zen Ali know about this, Kaylin, or is this the first he's seeing it?
No, he's already seen it, so he hasn't seen it this far yet, though. So
is that a bullet on the other side?
Yeah, that's how you actually close it. It's a lock button, and
oh man.
Once it's open, and that's why he sent it to me, because of my channel name, Gunslinger. So he saw the bullet and he said I had to have it. Yeah,
excellent. And Kaylin, I'll say it now in case we miss out later on. Thank you so much for the gift you sent us. I don't have I mean, this is only my 6th case, and I've seen some of the reviews that you're running in case, and they're fantastic just in terms of the variety of case that you get.
Can I just say, Callan, he doesn't understand how good it is to get the box to go with that knife.
I know,
because I will train him on how good this is.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it, and you can thank Randy for that. He was the one that let me know that Mikey was coming over to the States, so I couldn't miss out on the opportunity to send you guys some stuff.
Well, absolutely amazing.
That's a perfect segue into our last, but definitely not least, Mikey Newman in the house, folks. Thank you very much, Kaylin. Mikey.
Yes, how we doing, guys? All right?
Oh, what the hell?
All the better for seeing you, Mikey. Unlike him, I like you.
But the last thing I heard from you were in the States. I don't know. You didn't
tell us he was going.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But the last time I heard he was in the States, and he was actually buying knives in England while he was in.
Yeah, I was still buying knives, of course.
Well, you never stop buying knives, Mike. I mean, how many have you bought this week? Come on, tell us. How many have you bought this week?
Maybe 8. I think
And
9. 9 or 10. But I bought. I think I came back from the States with 31 knives in my case.
Yo! Good lad. Good lad. I would do.
But to be fair, some of them were presents for you guys from our good friends. So
wow,
some of them as well. Mikey, thank you very much indeed for doing that. But
that was no problem at all.
I take it you weren't traveling just with cabin luggage.
No. I had quite a lot of luggage by the time I came back.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen the securities, the TSA's faces when they
luggage was a truck and trailer.
I know, yeah.
There was no problem. I went straight through. Like the bags went straight through. There was no problem with it at all.
That's crazy.
31 knives.
I think that's brilliant.
That's but you've been particularly leveraging your case obsession of late, haven't you?
Ever since the Sharp Show, yeah. I got my first 3 cases with you guys, and now I think I'm at about 16 or 17 now.
Yeah, you see.
God, you're catching up on me now.
Definitely.
I've got. Yeah, well, they just kind of talk to me. They've got the really nice jigged handles and stuff, all the different colours, because they do dye the handles really well.
That fella Kaylin, when he started coming on doing his videos a few months ago, I started to get really into case, because up until then, I mean, I had lovely case knives because I'd cherry picked them. I'd had some crap ones in the early days that they were gone, and then I started to cherry pick. But when he came out with his channel, that was it. I was gone. I had to buy more case.
He's got quite a few case knives now, hasn't he?
And I got, I've got some lovely ones, especially at Sharp Show and things like that. I've got some really nice ones.
Me too, actually. But we don't talk about case knives, especially canoes, because Gus is in the house, and you know how sensitive he is about these things. Gus, always nice to see you. And we've got, who else have we got in? Mikey, thanks very much for the introduction.
No problem.
Just before we continue, we'll just say hello to everybody else. We've got about 35 people in the chat.
Wow, that's great.
So we've got Elan, who has been waiting patiently for this to kick off. We've got Sean, we've got Kathleen, and a Merry Christmas back to you. We've got Thrifty, GR Knives, and Outdoors on Common EDC. I'm not going to talk about Slip Joint Sawyer because he's always looking in the background.
Can I just say before I forget, a big welcome to Kathleen, because we don't get that many women on the channel, and I'm so pleased because she's coming back every week. And Kathleen, you make my day when I see you up there. It's great to have you on the channel.
Absolutely. The more, the absolute merrier. And so no joking, no Slippy. Good to see you. Gadget Gus is in, of course. And thank you. Yes, we at least made an effort, unlike our guests. I'm sorry, I've not Mikey there. And we've got Uncommon EDC. We've got Sean. Sean, good to see you. Byron's here, of course. Now Byron will, of course, be going back to make cabinets or whatever it is he does in about half an hour. But he is always here, always, isn't he?
He is.
Absolutely.
Just one of the regulars, which is great.
Michael Buell is here. Nigel Loftus. We have loads of others. Dean P. Norman Johnston, NBEDC, and
Spiros. Yes!
At last.
I got his name right, Spiros.
And we have got somebody who has got the most obvious name, and one that could apply to every single one of us here, which is Old Fart with Sharp Things, which is
sounds like me.
Brilliant handle. And I think that's pretty much it. We've got Terry's Knives and Man Stuff.
Hello, Terry.
And Oh Father ADC. And yeah, Dwayne Letterman, Angelo, Warthogs, and of course, good to see you.
Great to see you.
Mike, good to see you. I hope things are going all right with you. We heard your news, so we'll say more of that later. And Jeff and Zen Ali, and good grief. I mean, how many people have we got in here? Like, folks, we'll get round to you eventually, but all good to see you because we've got Terrell Schneider's in as well. So hopefully that's everybody touched in terms of hellos. But we've got an awful lot of people to speak to, and what we were going to try to do was really talk about the highlights of the year so far.
But sorry, before I'm just going to interrupt.
Unless Stephen hijacks us out and goes off on a tangent.
The one thing for everybody who's in the audience tonight, you're going to be the first people who can who are going to know about. Tonight is the Christmas giveaway night. This is where you have to put your name down. It's the only place that you're gonna. It's on this live feed. When this goes live, then I change it over and it'll go back up onto YouTube. That's where you have to put your comments in to win the Christmas Live. I'll give you a quick look now. I'll discuss it a wee bit later. This is an Ashley Harrison custom. This is in dyed wood, which is just unbelievably deep. I'll never get it to show you, but it's beautiful. And it's got Damascus blade all done by Ashley. This is one of the first ones that he'd done. So this is going to be the Christmas present this year, because a lot of people in the States are always asking about Ashley. And I thought, well, like normally I do a Jack Wolf knife or something like that, but I thought this would be nice for this year. It's one of the prettiest ones I've got, and I really don't want to give it to you, but I'm going. There you go. That's the Christmas knife. So we'll talk about that later on. So stay about if you want to know. I just told them when they do it.
Yeah. Well, right. After this, but not in the comments here, not in the chat, in the comments
afterwards
when it's posted. Okay.
And there is going to be one condition, so that I'll leave that to the end.
About that.
Sorry.
So
go ahead, my man.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, what we're going to ask you guys to do is think very quickly. Give us a quick rundown on what were your highlights of this year. And that could be your favorite knives that you acquired this year.
Yeah.
Or it could also be your favorite podcast that either you did or you saw somebody else do, or any other event and over the course of the year. If you've got any momentous events that particularly made 2023 memorable. Okay, so I think what we'll do, shall we start or shall we offer it?
No, we
to
let them
kick
go.
off?
Yeah.
Who wants to kick off? Who would like to go first? Hands up. Hey, Randy's always there, always jumping in. Good man. Randy, go for it.
First knife I got, the first nice knife I got, period. It was a case knife. Was that Dicrolam? Let's see if we can get that to focus.
Oh, it's focusing.
Oh,
It's a beauty.
really?
And-
Is that in Kieranite,
No,
Randy?
it's Carillium or something.
What's Dicrolam?
Carillium.
Dicronium, very nice.
I have never seen another one of those, Randy. Callum, do you have one?
There's one other person on Instagram that I know that has one, and he has, I can't remember what it was. It's a beautiful knife. I have a knockoff of it too somewhere. I'll pull that out later. But yeah, my first two case knives were both killer fit and finish.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Sorry, what was it? What was the pattern of the other one? Randy, open the blade for me and let me see.
So this is a mini trapper,
Oh, very nice.
and this is just a full size trapper.
Excellent.
Beautiful. Two gorgeous knives.
This one I had got because I had a video that went viral of a couch floating down the street, and I figured I'll get something to remind me of that, and that kind of like looks like water.
It's a beautiful knife.
But those are I was really worried because I was hearing all the horror stories about case knives when they're fitting, and they're not like this one isn't perfect, but it's not bad either. There's no serious gapping. There's no blade rubbing up, and the blades are fairly centered. So I feel like I got lucky, just based on what I've been hearing.
Yeah, look, they're not all bad. People run case down way too much, to be honest. And I think I've been guilty of it as well myself. But
when you have such a big company and then you get like a bad knife, well, for me, it would be like an old timer. I got a lot of bad old timers this year. Like, I think I got 7 or 8, and I think like over half of them were messed up. Like, like unusable almost until I had to fix them, send them back. I had an assisted opening that wouldn't open. I had one with like really like the blade was like hitting the brass liners. One where the wood was just like giving me splinters. It was just so dry and finished. But when you have a big company like that, and you get a bad knife, it's just such a letdown. So with like rough ride, you expect something that's not perfect, and you're surprised perfect. But case is totally opposite.
Yeah, and I think, see, I'm of two minds with it. I think there's too much. There's too many stories and tales of people having a bad experience with case for it to be a coincidence. There's definitely got to be a problem with their quality control. The thing about it is, I mean, and Mikey would agree with me on this. When we were looking at some of the old stock that Robert had and on his table at the Sharp Show, the quality of those knives was outstanding.
Yeah.
You know, for in the older case productions. So that makes it, in many ways, that makes it worse, because they've almost like compromised their quality, the quality that they had in more recent years. And it would be nice to see it coming back more regularly. I think you should be able to, as a customer, expect a certain level of quality.
Well, some of those in the antique shop, they're from 2001 to 2003. And the one I sent Kaylin has a proud blade. The one I sent Mikey has a proud blade. The one I sent Stu has blade wrap, and the blades actually hit each other when you try and close it. When you open one, it's almost like it's a locking knife. So it's like, at least for the past 20 years, and that was like multiple examples were pretty bad.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Mikey's Misfits poster I see there in the background.
Yeah.
Randy's Misfits, yeah.
I got Misfits everywhere.
Good band.
Then, well, I won't talk about that. We're talking about knives. I love the Misfits.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Music, Paddy. Music.
Who?
Music. It's a music group.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking
Well,
about.
it's even worse than that. I thought it was the Marilyn Monroe film. So I thought even worse.
Well, that was
Marilyn Monroe, I know.
They got the name from that. They got the skull from an old 1930s show called The Crimson Ghost, or 1940s.
Yep.
And then I think they got the font from like a Marvel Comics book.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. Zayn Ali brought something up, and I have to say I'll agree with him, although I'm just in the case. But to go from stamped to etched on their blades, that's cheap.
Yeah.
That is really cheap. That can't cost that much difference.
But you were going to say something.
Yeah, but my thing is, when people talk about fit and finish, and they talk about, but it's a big company, it makes millions of knives, and the only word I've got to say is Swiss Army knife. They make more knives than anybody else in the whole world, and tell me the last time you've seen or heard somebody say it was bad, because you don't. So
Right
there's no excuse. Yeah.
No, I got blade rub.
Yeah.
I got bad blade rub on this. It's a brand new
I'm
smoking
surprised.
classic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Randy.
I got blade rub.
Randy, where are you picking most of your cases up though?
All over. I got some from eBay, from like Deadwood Knives, and I think they go through their knives and check and make sure. See that
So it's not as if you're picking up low quality ones from from low quality sources. It's you're doing what everybody recommends you do, which is make sure that you see your case knives in person, in the flesh, before you buy. And Mike Curtis, who's got a fantastic collection of cases as well. He was saying that he very rarely gets a bad case, and this is the thing. It's sort of variation.
I think you get clever about where you buy, and you have to be more specific when you're asking questions and things like that off the buyers if you're getting them secondhand. But I have to say, I've got a lovely collection now, and there's none of them bad. So, but it took a while to learn what I was doing. That's simple as that.
Yeah.
So Randy, given that this year has been the highlight of this year has been you're getting your first high quality, really good knife. Has that spoiled you off cheaper knives, or is it?
One of my best purchases, and I'll show you my best and worst purchase that I got recently. So the worst purchase, I got this. It's not bad. I'm not complaining, but it's one of the Rough Rider Reserve copper locks, and it was not impressive. If I paid $50 for this, I'd be kind of upset. Got half off, 50% off, so hell of a deal. And $25 knife, that was fantastic. At the same time, same order, I got this one.
Oh, that's the Appaloosa.
Yeah, it's the Capital Intern. This is fantastic. I love this knife.
I love them knives. I just wish they would do single blades. It's just
well, this one, it has you'd love that pull. I can barely pull that one out. Blade though. I love having a small blade and a big blade.
Yeah.
I think that's where Rosecraft are beating them this year.
Just in the
single blades. No, the fit and finish is great on both, but
one thing wrong with this though, there's no walk and talk on this blade.
Yeah,
that's all right.
And that's the main blade.
That's all.
Yeah, that's weird. That's strange.
But for $12, I can't complain about that. But for $50, I could complain about this. It has a weak pull. It has a very quiet snap. It has a bunch of black gunk on it.
Yeah,
you can kind of see it right in that line. So I'm definitely not spoiled. Cheap knives. I got those new Queen trappers. Factory second. $23 at Chicago Knife.
How much?
$23 right now.
Great.
Yeah,
Ghost Malone showing the same one as well. So
Lucky has a little like a third stop kind of, but really great.
The mirror polish on that, they're going all out for that incredible look. I love the blade shape on that.
But I what's a normal classy knife for me is the $50 range is like the kayak.
Yeah. But you've been spoiled for choice this year, really, Randy, haven't we?
Oh no, I'm like so many different the queens, the Chinese made queens are beautiful. trying to think what else. I have so much stuff here to go through. I definitely like Swiss Army knives. This one was from Retro Stew. It's the Swiss Army knife 2. But yeah, this is the first year I've actually got to try case knives, and I recently got a copper lock in a trade with Kaylin, and I love this thing.
That Kaylin is definitely turned into a pimp.
Yes. I have one of those myself, Randy.
I got more from Kaylin.
We'll get back to you later on. Don't worry about that. Thank you so much for yours. And we'll go down to Kaylin now. Are you ready? Or
Yeah.
yeah, give us a bit of your crack.
Highlights of the year, mate.
So obviously, I started my channel. I think it was September, and RJ ended up reaching out to me on Discord and asking me if I would like to join his live show when Thrifty and Slippy started theirs. And so, you know, I had to obviously jump in there. And I've been on ever since, and that's the highlight of my week. I mean, every week. So
Yeah.
Very appreciative to RJ, and I appreciate it. Tom as well. Talk to him almost daily on the phone. So, but I have made a few purchases this year as well. Mainly case knives.
A few.
Huh?
A few.
Just a few. Just a few.
A few case knives.
It's pretty bad these days, but I haven't bought a knife in 4 days now, and
You get the badges in the post.
it's getting pretty bad. But no, I told my wife I'd give it till January, and
Yeah,
I
so
got to enjoy that.
We always do, Kaylin. We always do, and never.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I was curious if you knew anything about that knife yet, Paddy.
No, I haven't. I honestly haven't got to have a look at it. In fact, what was it? It was the make of it. This is K-Bar, is it?
It's a Robeson.
Robeson, yeah. Do you know, I just got my first Robeson a couple of weeks ago. And
Perfect.
it's lovely. It's now on the way to us. I'll have to get 5 to make my little setup. But I love this knife, and I love the fact that you haven't doctored it. You know what I mean? I can give it a wee quick cleanup, and that's all I'll do. It's not a cleanup. I'll take a wee bit of rough off the blades, but that's it. Put an edge on it, and this is a carrier for me. I mean, I love these. I mean, there's plenty of blade left on it, and I will carry that.
Absolutely.
The thing that I've got this, I don't have to. This is really strange. I got this Medford, the Ask. And I don't need to carry a big knife with it because it's got S45VN blade on it. So carrying one of these is beautiful to sort of abuse, hand to somebody to use or whatever. So it's opened up a whole lot of new things for me. But that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Just so you know, that Tang stamp is dated 1900 to 1916.
No.
Yes, sir.
He couldn't read it, Kaylin. He couldn't see it with a
Same age as Paddy then.
Take it out.
I'm actually going to the optician on January because my eyesight has just gone to pot. And I've got a big magnifying glass here, and I'm still finding it really difficult to read them. But I just haven't had much time this week. I've been
No, I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that I did a little bit of research on it, and it's
thank you very, very much for doing that. I got, is it the Robeson? I just want to show you the Robeson I got. Is this
1900 and 1916?
Yes, sir.
That is just
amazing.
Sexy. It is.
Oh, Kaylin.
It's
That's
Yeah,
a real proper gift.
I picked that up at an estate sale for like $15. So
oh wow.
yeah.
I mean that's just I mean that's the one thing that we miss out on over here. We don't have estate sales. We don't have the places to go and get the knives. But in saying that, it makes it more challenging, which is sometimes all right. That's a Robeson in it with the RCC on it.
Hold on.
Can you see that? Sorry.
We'll bring this up a wee bit bigger.
That's all right. Yes.
Yeah, I got that. Oh man, this is beautiful. I got this for under £100, which I am over the moon with. It is a beautiful, beautiful knife. Really lovely, lovely bone.
Oh, very. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is sexy.
Let's call you up again, Cal.
Oh, that's a case. The bone on that.
Is that Congress?
That is a 6347 Stockman.
Stockman. Oh,
Wow.
And that's red bone. And I just got this in the mail today.
Oh, man. Oh, hang on a second. So was this one the one you bought 4 days ago?
Yeah, this is my most recent purchase, and it is my most expensive knife. This is or this year at least, 1965 to 1969.
Oh, nice.
Do that red bone so well.
I might thank you. Yeah, it's amazing. I might have overpaid for it, but it's one of the last ones I need for my red bone collection.
Very nice.
When you say expensive, what do you talk about? If you don't mind sharing, what you sort of paid for it?
Yeah, I paid $265 for it.
$265, which is about 200, just over 200 pounds.
220, 230 probably.
Yeah, I bought one of the. Yeah, I bought a case at £200. That's the dearest I've paid for one of mine.
But I take it there's nothing wrong with the quality of that one, Kaylin? No.
It is. It had a AAA mark. Like it is no flaws.
Fantastic.
And for a knife that old as well.
No, I haven't wiped. Yeah, I haven't wiped it down or anything. I literally just got it out of the package. You know what I mean? I hurried up and ran to the post before the show started, so I could get it.
That's definitely got to be a highlight. Yeah. So,
Kaylin, tell me this. Do you think there's a difference between the bone that Case used to do and the bone they're doing now? Because I think the bone they do now is fantastic. Is there a big difference?
Yeah, I mean, when I say difference, I think we're talking about just colors here. But as far as, the bone, I don't think you can. Now, I haven't had enough experience in it to really judge, bone a whole lot, but it seems to be similar, or if not the same.
I mean, I love the older bone because it takes that patina on and it fades a bit, and you've got that. It's just rich feeling on the older ones.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if you can see that there, but it has a trough in the bone there.
Gorgeous.
A natural trough. Now, you don't really see that on the new knives. So that's just a character that
Love
you got lucky if you got this one,
Yeah, very much so.
I like it when the brass pins start turning the bone kind of bluish green.
Yep. I like that too.
And is that's just with the patina or the sort of chemical reaction with it as well, sort of thing? Yeah. We've got a bit of a pissing contest in the comments here, guys, because we've got Mike Curtis saying that he spent $650 on a knife. We've got Terrell Schneider saying he spent $230 on a knife. Anyone who want to go higher, lower.
I bought the beautiful case, the SHOT Show one, and that was £200. That cost me, and to be quite honest, I think that was a really good value. It's a dog leg, and it's got the most beautiful spear point I think I've ever seen.
Let me call that one up. Where am I? DVD.
There you go. Isn't that just beautiful?
Yeah.
It's a cracker.
It's beautiful. The swedge and everything. I'm fully becoming a swedge man. Is anybody else the same way? They like swedges. I love them.
Check a swedge out now, baby.
Can I show one more?
Oh gosh, there's no rush.
Hang on, let me call you up again.
Now I bought this at the same time.
Until we tell you you're done. Don't you worry.
I picked this one up at the same time, and just as a deal, this is a 1991 Saddlehorn brown bone. This is a National Knife Collector Association. One of 4,000, and it is 1,362. And I paid right at $90 for this.
Oh wow!
I would consider it's not a super steel or anything. Like I got a super steel on this. I paid $60 for this Panama Trapper here this year on eBay, and it has the Mahoning Valley Knife Collectors Association. It's 14 of I don't know how many. But $60 antique bone, Rogers jig. Yeah, $60.
Lord.
Super lucky on those two.
So you've had a good year then.
Absolutely. Oh, I haven't had any knives that I didn't like, to be honest. If it didn't fit my collection, I sent it off to somebody. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm very glad that you said that this one didn't fit in your collection because it's going into mine and it's staying there, Kaylin. So thank you very much indeed.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Excellent. Kaylin, thank you very much. That was brilliant. Sean, we're going to come to you. Mikey, we're saving the best to last, but and also because we know that you've bought about 370,000 knives over the last 6 months. So there'll be a few highlights to go through. But Sean, we're coming to you right now, big fella.
All righty. Well, I didn't do a whole lot of purchases this year. I did some here and there, but I had a lot of stuff that was gifted to me this year, which is kind of blows my mind. One of the things that I'm gonna probably blow everybody's mind in the chats right now. One of my favorite knives this year is actually the Sack Farmer.
You finally got, honest to God, Sean,
Yeah.
I've been following your search for the Farmer for about the last 2 months. And honestly, I've been actually looking on Amazon here to see if we could get you one, but they were all sold out as well.
Yeah, so my wife bought me this for Christmas and gave it to me early. So yeah, it's been in my pocket along with my ASK, clearly, because I carry ASK every day. And I really enjoy this. So that'd probably be my favorite one of the year so far. One that I purchased that I really enjoy is the Medford Gentleman Jack. Definitely has a good half stop. Just a good little slip joint.
Is the blade over three? Is the blade over 3 inches, Sean?
I don't have a ruler in front of me, but I assume it's probably a little bit over 3 inches. Yeah, that's
such
probably
a
not
shame.
Pull out to the.
There you go, Randy.
That would have been the ideal knife for over here.
Let me see here. One of the knives that was recently gifted to me, which I was really surprised about. And these aren't all going to be Medfords. It's just somebody that I'm associated with because I'm an ASK brand ambassador. But they gifted me the brand new Medford San Bushcrafter knife, 3V blade steel. I actually just got this last week. Has a bullet drill divot. Definitely the most comfortable knife. Sorry, the most comfortable knife I've ever held.
Can I just say something? I don't know. You probably know it anyway. You
Yeah.
see the bow drill divot?
Yes.
Is there a metal bottom to it?
No, but it's full tang. So if I ever get through all that, it'll just end up on the tang anyway. So
Yeah, I was going to say because you would burn through that micarta quite quickly. I would have thought.
Yeah.
this is actually a machine G10.
Right.
Fiberglass might could have done a wee bit better.
Beautiful
But
looking knife.
it's a bird of a knife. Is that a convex grind on that, or is it?
Nope. It is. It's just a regular.
It's a saber.
Yeah,
That's a beast of a knife there, Sean.
it's definitely a beast of a knife. I haven't got to do a lot with it yet because, like I said, it's wintertime here where I'm at. So, I don't have a lot of chances to get outside and do stuff. Let me see here. Couple knives that were gifted to me, and I don't know what brand these are, but I got both of my great grandparents' knives. So these, they both need work, so I'm gonna get those restored.
Well, Callum's a boy there. He'll restore them for you.
Yeah, if he can do a blade delete on both these and just stick them back together, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
because they both have a broken blade and a broken spring. Guessing it. My wife's trying to tell me a knife to show, so I got to show this. It's another Medford, but I bought this on my honeymoon. This is
it's lovely.
This is the Praetorian Swift Auto. That one.
Let's hear it open.
Let's see the action of it, Sean. You can't.
Oh, yeah.
You can't put
Sorry,
an auto up and not do the auto.
So it's a real slow opener. It doesn't thwack open really hard, which I enjoy. And
yeah, it's not slow, but it's it's deliberate.
Yeah. Medford designed it that way to make the spring last longer on the inside because this is a big blade playing in there.
What are the handles made of? Is it titanium handle or is it
These are
aluminum?
aluminum.
Sorry, aluminum. Beg your pardon.
It's okay. Aluminum.
Look, his wife will tell him it's aluminium.
This is very true. Of course, she's from here, isn't she?
Yes.
And a very Merry Christmas to your lady wife as well, Sean.
So she's of Irish descent. She's actually not from the UK. So
Gotcha. It still
yeah.
counts.
It's better
I'm
than
gonna try to
being
blow.
just American.
I'm going to try to blow through these next 3 really fast, just because I don't want to take up everybody's time. So one of the knives that was gifted to me was from my dad. This is the first year of Scout knife.
Oh,
Wow.
So it needs a little bit of cleaning up, but I really enjoy having this one in my collection.
That's
I think this one was from 1949 or something like that, is what I read.
It's in great condition for
Yeah,
like
it's an amazing condition. I mean, the ring there is just, it's still in there really good. I purchased this one from a shop, but this one is a 1945 Camillus USA made hawkbill.
Oh, very nice.
Well, I bet you the wood is beautiful on that.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. There is no blade play in this, and it still has a good half stop and a little bit of good action left in it. And I use this. I use this outside all the time. And then I have to say my number one purchase of this year, which is also my most carried knife, would be the Sabenza 31 in Magna Cut, which everybody's seen one of these. So, you know.
Doesn't matter if you've seen 1 or 100, they still look beautiful.
Yeah, they're still.
You say Magna Cut, it just becomes sexier. So I mean, I don't know why.
Yeah, so let me tell you, I'm probably going to piss everybody off here saying this, but Magna Cut would not be my blade steel of choice if it was a one.
We're taking it outside now, Sean. We are taking it outside.
Magna Cut is not fun to sharpen, and I wouldn't want to take it.
I have the opposite feeling about Magna Cut. I love sharpening it. I've got two Magna Cut knives. One I've had for quite a while. I love it.
What's the concern with it, Sean?
Just for like, so like if it was like a one and done type of knife, just the sharpening. Like unless you have diamond stones on you, it's going to take you forever with a regular.
Oh yeah, you have to use diamond stones.
No, that's fair
and it's
enough.
just not something I would prefer. I'd prefer like S45 VN or even 1095 over this. Like if it was a one and done type of, you know. Yeah.
It's a beautiful knife, though. I have to say, I love this.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful knife. It's my favorite knife.
Look, the thing about it is, Sean, I mean, if you don't like the knife, just send it over to me. I'll take it off your hands. Not a problem. Not a problem.
And then one more real fast. And this one, it's an ask, but these scales that I got from Crispy Donut Community are actually not ever going to be released. So
wow.
That was kind of a neat thing. And I just built this one like a cap lifter. So I only have 2 tools in this.
So it's just a sort of a beer low or whatever they would.
Yeah, I built it up like a beer low, and I'm really enjoying this build for that.
Yeah,
it's funny. I wondered if I would like the thickness of these. This is just a 2-layer as well. It's the perfect thickness, the 2-layer. I haven't tried any other, but this is just amazing in the hand.
I'm like the ask guy, what everybody tells me. So, yeah.
I honestly think you're going to have competition because, like, I was talking about it today, funny in the video. It's like creativity and actually making something costs an awful lot of money. I mean, everybody complains about Chinese knives, and then when somebody makes them in America and puts it's a fairly high price, but it's made in America, designed in America. It's everything. And to me, like, I'm an Englishman an Englishman. Oh,
we're stopping now. We're stopping now.
Get me tablets.
That makes me Japanese.
Yes, I 34 years of not drinking. I've obviously slipped up.
Oh, honestly, finally.
It's to get creative, to make something from scratch is incredibly expensive, especially in Western countries, because nothing comes cheap. So, I mean, I think it's one of those things. When Jack Wolf came out, everybody complained about the price. Now they complain because they can't get one. They want one. Do you know what I mean? The knife world is the most fickle world ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was going through your comments on your Ask video, I noticed, a couple of the more negative ones. But and the price isn't for everybody. But if I think when people get it in their hand, they'll see the reason for the price and what they're actually getting and that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
well, Sean, this is what everybody's been waiting for. It's we judge opinion of the ask. I mean, you've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. Stephen forgot what he was waiting for. That's a fact. Okay? However, I have only seen this now for about the last half an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a sack man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a sack man. I was born a sack man. I think I emerged from the womb a sack man. And that is always the way it will be. This is not a sack. If anybody's thinking that this is a sack, they have got to revise their opinion. I mean, Stephen describes it as a multi-tool. It is a knife with additional tools. I think it's a lovely thing. I really do. I think it's beautifully put together. I think the blade stock on it is incredibly substantial. It's so. I mean, it's. This is why one of the reasons why it's different from a sack is that Swiss Army knife, the blade of it is so fine and thin, and it's meant to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
This just bears no resemblance to it. This is, you kept on describing it as a working knife. You describe it as a working knife, Sean.
Absolutely.
I made a custom blade for mine this week. So I made a custom stubby blade so I could run 4 tools and still have a blade. Basically, I just took another blade and cut it down. This is pretty rough. It was kind of hard to get the nail nick in there, but yeah.
Holy Moses.
I mean, it's funny enough that I've been thinking of the blades. I think I'm going to buy. Have they got the little small blades out yet?
No, I don't think they're actually going to do the small blades, which is exactly how this one was made. They just took another blade and cut it down. So I made one myself.
No, to return to it, I love the way that you can custom. I mean, I love the way I can customize my Swiss Armies, but the way you can customize the scales and everything is you can build it whatever way you want. I think it's a fantastic idea. The weight of it is a revelation. I honestly thought it would be a lot heavier than a sack.
2.5 ounces.
Yeah.
Jefferson. 2.5 ounces.
No. Coming to it, would I buy one? No. Simply because I'm a sack man and that's what I do. But it's not just because I'm a sack man. It's also because I don't think it would do it justice, Sean. To be honest, I mean, no. If somebody gave it to me as a present, Stephen, cheapers, he's just broken his cup. I would take your hand off for it. But at the same time, I think it's a lovely tool. And I think that you're doing a great job promoting it and everything like that. And it's lovely to see it. It's lovely to see it.
In hand.
I threw Paddy's name out there to ASK to get one in his hands because I figured he'd appreciate it, and he's a slip joint guy. And just to get some of the, because right now we really only have American
distributors
videos of it, of reviews and stuff like that. So to get one over in the UK,
it couldn't have been a better week. They launched in Heine Haynes over here the same week that they got it. So it's just worked out brilliant for him. Now, whether that's an accident or not, I don't know, but it's just a great way to get it out and get people. Again, this is where I'm looking forward to going to the show next year, where people will maybe not have seen it and not had it in hand. I can take it to the show and hit so many people in one show.
And that's exactly what happened with the Jack Wolf knives.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was an opportunity to have it in hand and see it and see it for what it is. I think it's lovely. Anyway, Sean, thank you very much indeed. We'll definitely be coming back to you in a second anyway, but as we all know, it could take Mikey a wee while to get through this year. So we better get started with him. Thanks very much, mate. Mikey!
Hello. So, 2023 highlights. I started off 2023 as a modern kind of guy with the knives. Sharp Show comes around, which was probably the highlight for the whole year for me. It's not just the fact there was obviously loads and loads of really nice knives there, but it was just to get to meet so many people that I've been chatting with and I've seen in your chats and on everyone else's chats. And on Slippy's Discord channel, which is a lot of fun, especially when Randy's on there.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can work it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, some of us can, Paddy, can't we? But yeah. So Sharp Show was quite interesting for me because I've kind of gone from a modern locking knife type of guy to a slip joint traditional type of guy in a matter of weeks. It just came out of nowhere. I didn't like Barlow's. I didn't really like slip joints because I always thought I was going to lose a finger when I was trying to use them. And now, I think probably since Sharp Show, I've maybe got 150 knives.
Oh, for our American colleagues, Sharp Show was in October. All right.
But to be fair, everybody's channels they don't help, do they? You know, because you go on and you watch a video and you think that looks really nice, and then you watch someone else's video and there's about 50 videos a day coming out, and then I spend half my life watching videos and then buying knives.
And it's lovely because I think we all go through periods, maybe not buying that many in a short space of time, but we all go through periods in our life where we buy more than we should. And then it calms down a wee bit, you know, for a week or two.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, Sharp Show was great. So that was, I will put that as the number one highlight.
Yeah.
Knife wise, there's been so many. I got into case knives, and I wanted a sod buster. And the first sod buster that I got was just the cheap Schrade one. I think it was about £10 from Heine. And because I like single bladed knives, that's my thing, I think.
Yeah.
And just in the last week, I've picked up my first case Sodbuster Junior.
Nice,
brilliant knife, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
What a beautiful blade! It's nice to carry. It's nice to look at as well. But then in the same week, thanks to Slip Joint Sawyer, I picked up a copper lock.
Copper class one as well.
And this is a fantastic knife. You know,
smooth bone. That's not jig bone. That's a smooth bone.
No, it's a smooth bone. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. I've got the antique bone and it's jigged, but that's lovely.
So these two I've got these in the last 4 or 5 days, and they're probably two of the best that I've got this year. But then I'm also going to say I got me twisted assisted arthritis.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Now, Mikey,
yeah.
Let's keep it going. How many have you got?
What, these?
Yes,
I had 6, but I've given one to Kaylin.
All right. Well, that's very well. It's slightly less obsessive than I was going to accuse you of. Because how many Ginsies have you got now?
I've got 16.
I'll run by the way.
And in the new year, I've probably got 2 more coming as well.
Oh, good grief, man! But you're a beggar for multiple versions of the knife in different sort of.
Only of the Junzi really.
On the same way with the TA, is it traditional?
Yeah, but I've got. I mean, they've got the burlap one, haven't they? And the black micarta and the plain one, and clip point and lamb's foot. You know, there's lots of them choices out there. So.
Proving my point, Mikey. You're not convincing anybody. Otherwise, you do.
But then I've got this on loan from Slip Joint Sawyer.
Beautiful.
So this is my first Rosecraft, and this is amazing. This is a really nice knife. It's really, really well put together.
What do you mean on loan from Slip Joint Sawyer?
I think this is going to be a travelling knife.
Ah, right, because he hates that knife.
I know. So he's sent it to me to try out. I think it's great, and then I'm going to send it around to somebody, like the guys and that, just to see what they think of it. But I think it's a great knife. It really is a great knife.
A great knife.
He's keeping score. Yeah.
Yeah.
Score just to make Matt and Thrifty look bad. Because they voted that the worst knife of the year, or at least it was in the offing for the worst knife of the year.
I know, but I think it's got a great walk and talk on it. It's really well put together. I love the blade shape. It's really usable.
Yeah.
Really usable blade shape.
I love unusual blade shapes that work.
Mm.
That one just works.
It reminds me
and then
slip joint 940.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I picked up this really nice Barlow.
Oh,
that's Boker Barlow.
Boker, yeah.
This is down to retro stew. And I bought this whilst I was in the Bahamas.
Yeah, because that's the first thing you think. You're out in the Caribbean, and
I was sat on the beach.
You're sat on the beach and you think, "Oh, I must buy a German knife."
That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
I take it your wife's as patient as my wife. Then just lets me get on with it.
Yeah. Awful knife. Look at that slip joint. Awful knife. What, that one? It's marvelous.
See, I wants to be a rancher someday. Has a flower. I missed that. No, I have to say it's been lovely to watch your addiction grow. I have to say, if that's the right thing to say, but I mean, your addiction has really taken over. And I think you'll be better once you've calmed down, because you haven't got time to use the knives you're buying at the minute.
I know. I mean, it's I'm.
But be brave like Kaylin. Kaylin has gone 4 days.
I've got a few knives on back order. That's all I'm going to say.
So, tell us about the trip to the States, because surely that was another high point of the year, Mikey.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that was a holiday for 3 weeks. I've been there once before. I was hoping to come back with more knives than I did, but I landed just before Black Friday, and so many knives were sold out everywhere that I went. So, and I don't think Florida's really the best state to get the best choice of knives. To be fair, and that. So, I mean, I did come back with $9 or $10 because I do like a buck knife.
Yes, you do. You bought one off me. So, I mean, what else did you get? Did you get a 112?
I have got a 112 now, yeah, and I also got the 110 in S30V and my Carter.
Oh
no! Oh, that's the modern one.
Yeah. That's the sport.
I'm not so clear. The blades on them. I wish they'd have kept the proper clip point on them.
I don't know. You know, it's a nice knife. It's a nice blade.
Knife. Just I love the big clip.
Does the Mike Carter make a difference in terms of the weight?
It's very light. It's really light.
I know. Hold on.
Yeah, give us the duck. First, Sean had a duck for a face.
It's StreamYard branding.
No, you've got it.
Yeah, no.
Looks better on you.
So you had a great time. Did you actually meet up with Kaylin and Randy, or was it
no? Those guys sent stuff to me at the place where I was staying. I had 2 big boxes of knives turned up, and somebody asked me, they said, "Is it drugs?" And I said, "Kind of. It's kind of drugs, but not not the addictive. No, not the padded type."
That's great.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So hang on a second. You fly into the States, right?
And then
you look suspicious to start with, Mikey. So, I mean, and then you're put up in a hotel and you start getting suspicious packages. I mean,
basically, yeah.
I mean, when are you selling? When are you making a movie of this? This is a Netflix serial.
Fear and Loathing, yeah.
Knives and Loathing.
Knives and Sharpening, yeah.
Brilliant, Mikey. Thank you. That has been brilliant. Just to try for.
Yes, I have to say, when he was telling me the story about you and knives, I wet myself. I have to say
it was just
fantastic.
Well, that's how I went to America.
I know. We were afraid that you weren't going to let him come back, fellas. That was the only thing.
I didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
Not a problem, Kaylin. Not a problem.
Yeah, I have to say, it's going to be wonderful to see when you come to the end of this run with buying so many, and then get to enjoy and thin out the ones that you maybe overbought on.
I was thinking about that for like next year, because I think I'm right on about 400 now.
Game of Thrones.
So I thought I might thin out the collection, perhaps 2 or 3, and then just buy some more.
Yeah.
Well, you know which knife will always find a home with me. You know.
Yeah, you're second on the list.
What the one I've just sold to Paddy?
Don't you even joke with me, Mikey Newman.
You're way down the list.
No way.
Yeah, the knife's too big for you.
I did pick this up the other day, guys, and it's a sack, but I've never seen one of these before. I found it at the pawn shop, but I got it for $5. But it's Swiss Army knife. Oh, sorry, Swiss Army knife Princess.
Oh,
yeah, it's 1 layer.
Yeah, Princess. Yeah,
but
it really goes with your look, Sean.
I definitely look like a princess.
My wife has one of those as well, but she has the pink scales to take it all the way to the princess.
I thought you meant she had a beard as well.
No, she has the princess knife.
Just take knives. He brought us a couple knives.
Oh,
now that's a nice knife. That's a really nice knife.
Do you know what I haven't seen for ages for sale here is the electrician's knife. I definitely want the electrician's knife, and they're so hard to find.
And that's
really, Paddy? I've got 5 of them. I will send you one for like Christmas. How about
that? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll swap it for the brand new Rosecraft.
Oh, deal, bargain. Yeah,
solid deal.
Over there. I've got to send Sean another one because I sent him. Well, I don't know. I sent him a knife there. What is it? About 5 weeks ago.
Oh,
and
at
Sean,
least, yeah.
Do you want to know my big mistake that I've been nearly embarrassed to tell you? And I'm going to do it publicly because I put it off. I didn't have.
You didn't put the state down.
I didn't have tracking.
You did? No way.
I sent you that receipt, the picture of the receipt, and it was only when I come off and I gave it to my wife and I said, "Would you check the tracking on that?" Because she does that sort of thing. And she said, "There's no tracking on that." And I really, it was 12 odd quid. I don't know why, because it's only about £2 extra for tracking.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't do it that day. I have no idea.
Trying to save money.
It's lost. I mean, it's lost, probably.
If it hasn't come by the new year, I've got another one that I want to send you anyway.
Okay. I would appreciate. I mean, I appreciate whatever anybody wants to send me. I mean, that's very nice. It's very generous of anybody.
Well, isn't it? I mean, this is the brilliant part about the community, for what I call it. That it's just everybody's just so flaming generous. It blows me away every time, and it has just been amazing this year, just in terms of getting to know people an awful lot better. Sharp Show was a highlight as well, just in terms of meeting and putting faces to the people in the
crack
side of the pond. It would be brilliant if we could get together with some of the people worldwide, but I mean, that's probably something that won't happen in a hurry. But it's just been a class year just for this sort of explosion of live videos, more live videos where we're meeting each other and talking things over like this. It's just been fantastic. I watched Kaylin's. They've just started a new series, and if you're a slip joint guy, it's the place to go. They were talking about a stockman last night. I think I commented on it. Sometimes I'm really bad for comment. I'll watch 20 or 30 videos and then I think, well, I'll go back and do them, and I never get around to it. But it was a fantastic. It was your first video, and it was talking about stockman, and they're going to pick a different model of a knife each week and just talk about that model, and I think that's a great way to go about it.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I've got a surprise for my partner in crime. I'm going to be joining another podcast as well this year. There's a cat coming out. He's being unfaithful to me.
The worm that turned.
It's going to be solely on slip joints, much like yours, Callum. Not the same format, and it's with who was it?
I don't know who you're sleeping with.
Who's he got into bed with?
You think about that there. What I want to do is, guys, do you want to give a do a shout out for anything coming up on your channels? Randy, I'm going to come to you first because I know that you've got a giveaway coming up or something like that. Well, I assume it's a giveaway. If I got that wrong, apologies to everybody for raising their expectations unnaturally. Randy, if you want to tell us what you've got to going.
Yeah, so I just hit 1K. I think everyone in the
Congratulations.
helped me out a lot. Kaylin, Mikey, Paddy, you guys all helped me out. Everyone in the chat, especially a big shout out to Slipjoint Sawyer. He went above and beyond. He helped me out a lot. So thank you to Matt.
Well, he's no friend, you see. That's why.
But so I'm doing God, I guess 4 giveaways. So there's a UK giveaway hidden in one of my videos from this week. You just gotta watch till the end. All you have to do is say UK, I'm in. And then there's another video that came out recently too, where it's US, and I got 3 prizes. But if somebody in there is worldwide, put your country in there. I'll send you a slip. So potentially an extra 5th prize.
Excellent.
4 packages. Matt and Mikey both donated to the UK prize. So big shout out to Mikey and Matt. That's friggin' awesome. I don't get why we're all giving away knives.
It's probably a reflection on the fact that we have a few too many, Randy. It has to be.
What do you mean? A few too many?
Shut up, Newman.
It's a tax write-off.
And then I guess I wanted to show off this knife. This is really cool. This was Arthur Wright and Son lamb's foot that I got from Warthog.
Awesome.
My first English knife was one I bought, and I'd actually sent it to Kaylin because he had sent me a freaking awesome knife. He sent me a 1981 new old stock.
Oh,
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, and it's green.
And it's kind of like a brownish green there, but because I have a Texas Jack to go with it.
Oh, brilliant.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So, and he asked about what was the bone like. I'll show you. I'm not very coordinated. This is hard.
It's proven that way, Randy. Yeah.
They're both.
They're gorgeous. And yet he was whinging. He was whinging about the quality of his case knives, and he's showing those.
All right, I'm breaking up my canoe now.
Excuse me.
But speaking, this is the knife that Paddy gave me, and I love it. I think it's awesome.
It's a wee touristy knife of London.
I love these old touristy knives though. These are awesome. Those are cool. We did a bus tour by Big Ben, so I did Parliament. I'm loving English knives. These are beautiful, and I'm saving up to get one of the twisted assisted ones. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we'll get one out to you, Randy. Don't you worry.
What's
that?
Get
One across to you. I'm sure we'll get that organized in some way, shape, or form.
But a big shout out to Matt because he really helped out a lot. And Mikey, they got that prize pool going. And I think there's a really good chance you could win if you enter my contest or the giveaway if you're in the UK.
Excellent.
I got one entry from somebody, and then I got 2 proxies, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Randy, thank you very much indeed. And I'm going home to look at that tonight because I could do with a little bit of free knivery. So that'll be excellent. Especially if it's coming from your house, Mike. You're sending it. You can't send it to yourself.
I can.
He can and he will.
Okay. Any guy, Kaylin, Sean, any announcements or anything you wanna take the opportunities to put up?
So I'm probably going to do it the first of the year or second of the year because people have hangovers. They weren't going to watch videos. But I'm giving away a Boker Bala song, brand new Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive, USA made, D2 blade steel, carbon fiber.
Wow, that's a lovely price.
It's going to be a US only for my first big giveaway because shipping anything to UK right now from Iowa is just
it's great.
It's stupid price.
Yeah. But I mean, that's absolutely fine. And that's a lovely giveaway. That's a real nice knife.
Yeah, yeah. I'd show you guys, but it's in the other room. I'm not going to get off
I'll have
camera.
to say, I'm gonna apologize for those out there. People do giveaways all the time, and I used to enter them all the time. But to be honest with you, it's a lot of years now. I don't really enter giveaways now. One, because I've got enough knives, and I'd rather somebody who's a subscriber gets a knife than somebody who's on YouTube. We usually have plenty of them. So, yeah, that's why I don't do it. It's not against anybody's channel. So,
but that, again, that's a brilliant giveaway. That
it is fantastic.
Everybody who's interested, get your name, get on the Ghost's channel, and get yourself sorted. Thanks very much, Sean. Brilliant.
Yep.
Kaylin, what about yourself, mate?
Yeah, I passed 250 a while back, and I've been needing to get my 250 giveaway out. I've mentioned it once or twice. I've been waiting for the right giveaway package to for me to come across, and I think I have. So I'm probably going to just wait till the first of the year and then just roll with it then, just so there's no mix-ups in the mail, which I do a lot of eBay buying, and all of my. Now, I said I didn't buy any knives in 4 days, but I made sure to have 6 or 7 knives coming to me in the meantime.
How did you do that? You haven't bought them, but you've got them coming to you?
No, I bought them in succession, so they're stacked out.
That's clever, Kaylin.
I like your style.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put that towards your UK giveaway, so you don't have to post over here. It's an Arthur Wright Barlow.
Oh,
beautiful.
Barlow.
Nice.
That means you don't have to post over here when you're doing it. You can just give this away over here.
Well, I appreciate that.
Solid.
What about Ghost?
Thank you.
For Ghost?
Huh?
You didn't offer Sean a knife.
I don't like John, obviously.
I like Sean. Sean, I'll put a knife up. I'll put a knife up for a giveaway here. Okay. So
okay,
if
that works.
Out the UK, I'll have a look at mine and see if there's one out there.
I never even thought of it then. It was just funny as he said it.
What I'll do just to piss you off though is I'll give a sack away. Okay.
That's okay. No, that's fine. You UK guys love Swiss Army knives, so that's fine.
No. I've got drawers of them. I can't.
But I do too.
So we'll do that for Sean and Kaylin. Look,
thank you very much for that. And
I want to do this one now. That's here, Kaylin. You didn't publicize your show.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sorry. It's so new to me that I'm not used to it yet. This past Wednesday we started it's a new pre-recorded show, and it's called Kaylin and Terry's Corner, and knife talk and man stuff. Wow, sorry there. Still not used to that one, but
knife talk and man stuff with snappability.
Yeah. And that is with Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. And what the deal is, it's going to be generally 15 minutes long. And we're going to do a pre-recorded show where we talk about one pattern and any kind of history or story we've got along to go with that pattern. And we'll just share that. So we figured we would.
For longer. That's right. Do them for longer.
15 minutes is fine. And then if you find that you're going overtime, I mean, we're 15 minutes over our normal hour because
I knew that was going to happen tonight.
Well, right. When I say that, it could go on longer if we get to jabbering about something. But
I love listening to the two of you talking. You're a perfect couple.
I appreciate that. Terry's a great guy for sure.
He is.
I did want to take 1 second if I can, and this is the knife that Mikey gifted me for sending him those case knives, mainly his case knife, but it's twisted assisted, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and with the clip point and the what color is the micarta?
Black
micarta, yeah.
Yeah, and I just love this thing right here.
So
I gotta ask. You actually asking Mikey what color it was? Mikey's bought about 150 knives in the last fortnight. He has no idea what color it is. He has no idea what even sort of knife it is.
Is Twisted Assisted just a UK brand?
It is a UK brand, yeah.
Okay.
He's like an OEM. He gets other companies to make knives for him, and then he resells them.
And this here is the Arthur Wright that Randy traded me for for his new old stock, 81 Stockman, and I love this thing as well.
The pull on that is friggin' intense.
Absolutely.
The 9 or pull.
And I wanted to give a little.
If your other knife doesn't turn up, Sean, by the new year, I'll send you a twisted assisted knife out in replace of it.
Warthog, that's Wednesday evening or Wednesday morning. Generally, is when that'll come out every Wednesday morning.
Brilliant.
Cool.
And,
Kaylin, thanks a million. Thanks
oh
a million.
yeah, absolutely.
Can I just throw something out there real quick?
You can indeed.
Well,
if anybody is interested in a trade, I have a GEC Cody Scout here, 72 lockback. It does have a little bit of front and back play as with these lockbacks, but I don't carry it. It does have a little bit of patina from cutting up apples, but yeah. Other than that, it is mint. So if anybody is interested in that, hit me up on Instagram and we can do a trade. I'll pretty much trade for probably about anything.
It's a lovely knife, Sean, but I have the
I just
same.
don't carry it because it's got that little bit of front to back play, and it's just not for me.
No, same here. Same here. But good luck with that.
right.
Okay, Stephen.
I'm going to get on to the giveaway. This is my Christmas giveaway, mine and Justin's. And I'm giving away a
Ashley Harrison.
A knife.
I'm giving away an Ashley Harrison custom knife. He's my favorite custom maker. I just can't remember his name most of the time. It's got a beautiful, beautiful steel blade.
Basket.
Let me take it over, okay? So it's
Here. Green.
it's an,
My next coat's made of wood.
it's a wooden hand. It's a stabilized birch, I think, in green, dyed green. It's a Damascus blade. I think it's 01 tool steel mixed with VG10. Brass bolster, and don't forget it's got file work on the back as well.
Oh, very nice.
It's a beautiful knife. It really is a sort of collector's piece. But you can still use it if that's your wish.
It's one of the most gorgeous trappers I've ever seen. I've got one myself in blue, and he just does fabulous work.
I can't believe you're giving that away.
I can't either. That's a beautiful giveaway.
One of my
Because
favorite.
I love my subs. They're so flipping good. That's why. And honestly, when you've been around, I don't know. I still am amazed that people watch my channel. I was amazed when they first watched it, and 7 years later, I'm still flipping amazed. I can't remember who I am most of the time. But anyway, to get this, you have to comment on this video once it goes up on YouTube. Do not put it in the comments now. But the one thing I'm going to add to it is I want you to watch one of my videos that I've done in the last month, the month of December, and I want you to comment on that video. Not comment. Well, yeah, I would like you to watch it and comment on it, but I need you to come back before you put the oh, for goodness
Words.
sake.
English.
Before you actually make the comment on this video, write down the name of the video that you watched and commented on. That's the entry. It's the name of the video that you watched in the last month and you commented on, and that will get you into the draw.
Excellent.
Very nice.
So I'll do a proper close-up of this video during the week at some stage. The draw will be done on Christmas night, as I always do. It'll be a live draw Christmas night, and so look forward to it. And I hope somebody loves it just as much as I do, because it is a beautiful knife.
Make those scammers work.
Oh, he's got a duck in his head now.
Yeah. Kaylin, hold on a second. We're going to bring.
Yeah, get Mikey up there again. It was better.
Yeah,
Mikey, move the other way.
Oh boy.
You have to watch a video that I put up during December, comment on it, then come back and write the name of the video that you watched and comment
on this video.
Because I will check. Miserable.
Sean, absolutely. As always, his instructions are
Clear as
mud.
And it's open worldwide.
Yeah. folks, this has been an absolutely cracking pre-Christmas preparation. I've enjoyed this thoroughly, and I hope you guys did too. Stephen and I would just like to wish you all four of you, all the best for Christmas and the new year. And we hope to see a lot more videos coming out, a lot more knives.
Especially from Sean, more videos, Sean.
I'll try.
A lot more of these little get-togethers, so we can sling some ideas together, because this has been great crack, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Absolutely, thank you.
Even with 6 people,
Awesome.
It's been fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
It's been a great year. It's been a really good year.
It has. I've met some lovely new friends, and again, I make apologies. I'm not antisocial. I'm anti.
We call it selectively social.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just me and technical gear doesn't work. It just doesn't. That Slippies thing, I get lost every time I go into it.
As I Kaylin, that I sent, you only respond to like a third of the messages I send you. Paddy.
Paddy doesn't read messages.
Yeah,
I do.
Stephen doesn't read. Security. I mean, I have to use sign language.
Where are they?
Send me pictures. I'm so much better on pictures.
What kind of pictures?
I've never once. None of that.
I've never.
I've got a lot of pictures.
I've never once not finished a comic.
Right. This is what, guys, is we're gonna end it there. But just as a couple of promises for the new year, Mikey, we are going to have you back on your own, and we are going to do an exclusive walkthrough
video,
your entire collection. So you better get your crap together, okay?
That will be in the month of February, March, April, May.
We're going to dedicate.
It's going to be 100-parter, like War and Peace.
Okay, Kaylin, I'm going to be watching you and Terry on the Man Stuff video on Wednesday. I'm looking forward, Sean, to seeing you and Stephen competing to see how many ask videos you actually get up, just competing with each other. And Randy, you just keep on doing what you're doing, because it's just quality, mate.
And thanks. This is awesome.
As is this. Thank you very much.
For second.
Right, it's not a bloody love-in. Cheerio. See you next time. Thank you very much.
Cheerio, guys. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Close this down. For those of you in the chats, a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Prosperous New Year, so you can buy more knives. Thank you so much for another year from all of us. You're amazing. Thank you so much indeed. I really appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Take care.
I am gagged.